For part 2 of your technology lesson, we are going to work with the selfie that you uploaded to your Google Drive. So you're going to work on a Chromebook. So if you're looking at your Chromebook screen, look down in the bottom left corner and be sure that you can open Google Drive. So once you get Google Drive open, it's going to look something like mine. I'm going to go to the New button here in the left corner, upper left corner. I'm going to click New, and I'm going to create a new Google drawing. And it's not on the first half of this list, so you got to go to More and come across to Google Drawings. So here's my new Google drawing. The first thing I'm going to do is give it a title. So I'm going to give my Google drawing the title, My Best Self. And your teacher may have a different idea and give you a different title. This is the one I'm going to use for demonstration purposes. So in my new Google drawing, the first thing I want to do is find and insert the selfie that we took with the iPad and we moved it to Google Drive. So I'm going to use the Insert button here. I click Insert and I come down to Image because image is another word for picture. The next screen that comes up gives me lots of search choices. Remember that we moved our selfie into Google Drive, so I'm going to click Google Drive. Depending on when you took your picture or how your drive is set up, you may find your selfie right at the top. I'm going to search for the selfie or the picture that I know I want to work with. I named it something that I could find, but yours is probably going to be right there at the top of the list. I'm going to choose this picture right here as my selfie, and then I'm going to choose the Select button. And that's going to bring the selfie or the picture that I chose into my Google drawing. Notice that I can size this picture. I can click and drag. I can grab the whole of these little boxes on the edges. I can center my picture. This little button at the top of the picture actually tilts it. So it might be creative for you to tilt your picture a little bit. Once you get your selfie inserted in your new Google drawing, you are going to describe your best self. You're going to use maybe a text box, click on the text box, and then draw your text box here, and then type in it. Maybe the best thing about you is that you are friendly, and you're going to describe yourself. Now, you can highlight your text. You can make it bigger. You can change the color of it. You can change the font of it and make it look however you want to. So you'll repeat this process. Maybe the next thing I want to say about myself is that I am kind. And I would create a text box. Again, I can change the font. I can make it bigger. And I can change the color. So just some basic things that you can do to create your poster. After you get your poster created, remember that it's titled and you've got some describing words inserted. The very last step that you're going to take is to come up in the upper right-hand corner and click Share. And when you see a box where it says Enter Names, you are going to begin to type your teacher's name. And I'm going to use Miss Donahue as my example, but you're going to begin to type your teacher's name and her email address will come up, and you'll just select that email address. And then one more very important step. Before you click Send, I want you to come down here and uncheck the box where it says Notify People. Because if you leave that box checked, your teacher is going to get an email from every student in the room, and your teacher does not need any more email to read. So that's the process that you're going to go through to share this Google drawing with your teacher so that she can see it too. Once you're done, you will click OK. And it's going to say, are you sure you don't want to send her an email? And you'll say, okay, I understand. And no, I do not want to send her an email. And now you've created a nice Google drawing that describes you, and it uses the picture that you took with your iPad.